Greetings and salutations. My name's Ravinia, also known as Nikki, and I am the storyteller for Werewolf the Apocalypse 20th Anniversary Edition, Phoenix's Call. And now we will introduce our players for the evening.
Good evening, everyone. I am as surprised as you are to see myself here. I am the Ravenous Archon in chat, and I will be playing a special version of Eyes of the Creek tonight.
I'm Dropstitch Witch in chat and on all the socials. I'm playing Olivia Franklin, the Black Fury Theurge. Excited.
About to talk and then realized I was still going to be muted. Hi, I'm Maddox. I'm playing Cullen Douglas, the Fiona Arun, who's been going through a bit lately.
And my name's Brad, Temper Brad 411 in chat, and I'll be playing Plays with Danger, the Ragabash Bonar.
And unfortunately, Plague Winds, our lovely Galliard, will not be making it tonight. His internet has suddenly had a case of death. So,
damn you, internet.
Do I need to remind anyone of where we were at?
We are about to get totem.
Well, first we learned that Yellowstone is kind of a threat.
That's a good way of putting it.
Bit of an understatement there.
Yeah, the Octena had been keeping a Bane spirit that is in the Yellowstone caldera asleep for hundreds of years now. And something is interrupting that process. Also, we're informed that the Octena are going to send another scout with supplies and messages to the Octena that are at this base camp tonight in hopes to reach them and make sure there are certain safeguards in place as the ground has started shaking.
And I remember us debating for a while on how to go about getting there ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember if we actually came to a decision or not.
There was much of a debate about whether you were going to hide from this Philodox that was going to be making the journey out, or if you were going to be a parent. The original consensus was Plays with Danger and Colin were going to be going in meat space, and Olivia and Jonathan were going to be going in spirit space.
That's going to be interesting.
Very interesting. Olivia then also asked how hard it is to make a rite of totem of Talks to Shadows. And not very hard at all. It's just a big bit of an agreement. Usually there's some sort of challenge that the spirit puts you through, but it doesn't seem like the spirit wants to do that. You've already had enough of a challenge anyway, you see?
So, we like the spirit likes us. Should probably get that done.
Yeah, how?
Oh, we need to talk to the spirit first.
I checked both my shoulders.
Still hanging out.
So, how do we do this?
It's a pretty easy one. I agree with you. You agree with me. And this is the ST going around. You've all bought the fucking totem background. And have not used it yet.
How many points do we have in it? All
would
together.
would we include Jonathan's for this?
Yes, you would include Jonathan's for this. I can get you the total amount. I think it was about 7.
I've got 3 from mine.
Does my point
Add
still count?
one.
Your points
had 1.
do not count, Ravnos.
God damn it. It's a mean storyteller.
All you
He's
had
part
to
of the
do
pack
was
spirit.
survive a couple more episodes. That's it.
And I was right. 7. 7 in total without Eyes of the Creek.
How many did you have?
He did not contribute heavily.
Most likely, this is enough for us to have the totem, but none of the extra juicy things that come with it yet.
But yeah, I like you. You like me. We agree to be friends, right? And there's this weird feeling amongst you all, like you are all being coiled together and pulled into this weird group hug. You're just being pulled and slid into this nice little snuggly hug. And the little snake is still on Maddox's shoulder, so there's a little bit of a confusion thing going on.
We like right outside of Talks of Shadows hut
Yeah.
cabin.
I imagine Plays with Danger would be a little uncomfortable at the confining feeling, but knowing sort of like what it is would also be sort of like warmed up to it.
It's oddly gentle. It's warm, but yeah, you do get that restrained kind of feeling, but not in the, it's so tight that I'm going to have a conniption or it's going to pop my back. And there's this interesting warmth that flows through. And for a moment, everyone can see this giant fucking snake that has rainbow scales and wings just for a second. And it just kind of smiles, cocks its head.
Can I identify what type of spirit it is?
Give me a perception plus occult. Or no. In wits plus occult.
Okay.
This makes more sense.
I mean,
it's not a hard difficulty. It's difficulty 5. But you can call me Lou. I have really long names. Let's not futz with the details.
you said wit. That's another 3. I got 2 focused on other things, and my dice are not fully prepared.
Dice are not fully prepared for a game? What is this nonsense?
These are right here in the bag.
Hey, be nice to her. I once
I'm-
did that during a game and it sucked.
I'm just playing. She knows I mean nothing by it.
In the difficulty, you said?
Standard diff.
And since I have the occult specialization predictions, does that help at all? Okay.
In fact, it makes it worse.
Oh, shitballs.
Take one of those dice away.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
But you're not covered in honey anymore.
Small benefit there. I mean, it's still good because you said standard difficulty, right?
Yeah.
That's 5 successes or 6 successes.
All right. It is a totem of cunning.
Ooh, totem of cunning.
But yeah, its name is Lou. And in a weird way, you can look at it as a luck dragon. But here's the specializations and things you get. Anytime a pack member's contested action results in a tie, Lou intervenes in the pack member's favor to tip the balance of the outcome. Lou's favorites sometimes seem to be supernaturally lucky. Once per scene, each pack member may call for a lucky break that amends the results of any one action, their own or that of an opponent.
You break once.
This does not negate the immediate outcome of the result, but causes some sort of additional factor to turn the apparent advantage into a disadvantage. So, fun flavor stuff. Lou attunes her children to the pulse of pure chance. This helps to alert them to the manipulation of others. Pack members find it easy to detect foul play and cheating, and there is a large element of chance involved. +2 bonus to streetwise and empathy.
As in just extra dice or extra?
Extra dice. Extra dice. So you can count it as 2 more dots.
So if I'm rolling to heal, I get 2 extra dice for the empathy.
Yeah.
So here's my question then.
I haven't gotten to the bands yet. You hold on.
No, it's not a ban. If those effective 2 extra dots were to give us 4 or higher,
You don't get a specialization.
Okay.
Because they're not your dots.
Gotcha.
And if you could say the skills one more time, just to make sure that I'm doing this right.
It's okay. It's streetwise and empathy +2.
Yeah, I've effectively got a 5 in streetwise now.
Yep. But Lou is protective of her chosen. Pack members are resistant to the effect of luck manipulating magic. So magic, disciplines, charms, gifts, etc. with descriptions indicating the control of chance, fate, luck, prediction of outcomes, etc. The user of such a supernatural ability is at a difficulty 2 higher than usual. Now we're on to the bans. Lou asks above all of her children to trust in her favor and the boons she grants. You may not spend willpower to improve your chances of success. This does not prevent them from spending willpower on other things, such as holding back frenzy. That's different. Lou recognizes the need for balance. Her children are not immune to bad luck and often find that minor inconveniences increases after she has particularly favored them, as the balance of fortune is restored. Because they are her favorites, though, such runs of misfortune will tend to be irritating rather than dangerous. So y'all are encouraged to have fun inflicting your characters with occasional days when nothing seems to go right for them. Pack members may not try to influence their regular luck, as that would indicate a lack of trust. You may never cheat at games of chance. You must additionally renounce all superstition concerning the influence of good or bad luck. You must never touch wood, avoid walking under ladders, and so on.
Wait. Please say that again.
You must not touch wood, so knock on wood. Avoid walking under ladders or avoid breaking mirrors, that sort of stuff.
We can't give in to the superstitions.
Yeah. You never do anything in result of what's considered a superstition. Like people will avoid walking under ladders, things like that.
Like if people refuse to open an umbrella in the house because it gives bad luck, we can't use it as an excuse to not open the umbrella.
All right, so things that say it's bad or good luck, we just don't do.
Yeah. Though pack members may wear a token of their allegiance in the same way that followers of other totems sometimes adopt a representative piece of jewelry or tattoo.
Group tattoo. Sorry.
Pack members may use euphemisms such as break a leg and refer to Lou rather than Lady Luck or one of her other names. Lest by naming her aloud, it seems that they are demanding her attention. Lou comes and goes when she will. The pack may not take the power. Totem is nearly always with the pack. And she will not take direct action in a fight herself, preferring to manipulate the outcome in other ways. Because of their tie to pure chance, it becomes hard to predict any outcome in advance when pack members are around. Rites such as precognition will tend to not give good results when children of luck are directly involved in any way. I worked hard on this.
I'm assuming either we know this innately or the Snick tells us.
Yep.
I just didn't want to do the puka voice for all that because it seemed like a lot, and then I'd have to try and translate it into the way the snake would say it. It was all really, really a fucky-wucky situation.
Disconnect is right there.
Did the snake just say fucky wucky?
No, it didn't.
No, it did not.
Do we still feel coiled, or is that over now?
So you say precognition. Does this impact like Olivia's perchance to play with like tarot cards and stuff?
Well, it definitely will make the readings a lot hazier.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, there's that warmth feeling. You got some whispers, some innate knowledge, and there just kind of is a sudden release.
That's kind of awesome.
I'm sorry, guys. Spirits are still a little creepy.
You know, I can kind of
I mean
understand.
that lovingly, but spirits are kind of creepy.
No.
Especially
Things
ones
that are-
like that, where they feel different.
Like as soon as that feeling of like the hugging goes away, like he'll kind of like instinctually sort of like shake himself out just to sort of reinforce in his head that he's not being confined anymore, and then immediately start contemplating what this luck thing is. Yeah.
Colin, you'll also notice the snake is disappeared from your shoulder.
One of these days, I'm gonna have to ask my mom how she met this snake.
Do you know the snake was it's like actually that big?
Like, not too long ago, yeah, but I was kind of caught up in other shit.
Fair. All right. So I think we should go prepare for tonight.
What all do we need?
Don't know.
I'm honestly just happy it's not a kinfolk that we're escorting. That would have been a nightmare. At least we have someone who will be able to hold their own, hopefully.
A little bit of aid in the process. We should probably let everybody at the cairn know what's going on.
You don't suppose they have a phone here on the reservation, do you?
I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't.
I don't know. I honestly am just asking.
I mean,
Not everyone
I-
has phones.
Make my way
I think
back.
that'd be a weird world anyways, where everyone had a phone. That seems odd.
It would be weird.
Like, just,
I know. Can you imagine if they had it on them like at all times? They never have any privacy.
and there'd just be wires everywhere if everyone had a phone. Come on.
Yeah, that makes no sense. Shall I ask Plax the Shadow if she's got one, or should we just head back?
if she's willing to let us use a phone, I was just gonna honestly call. I was just gonna call Penny.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
You go ahead.
I will go back up to talk to the Shadows door and knock.
Before you knock, the door opens.
Oh, hi.
Yes, I have a phone. It's right over here.
Oh, yeah, we were kind of loud. Sorry. Talon?
What?
She has a phone.
Oh, cool. And I'll walk in and through.
Yep. It's to the left, kind of in the kitchen, and it's avocado colored.
Phone's a phone. I dial Penny's number.
It rings. It rings again. And then on the third ring, picks up. Hello.
Hey, Penny. It's Colin.
This is an odd number, Colin.
I am fully aware of that. We just wanted to check in and let you guys know sort of what we're going to be doing, I guess. And you were the first person with a phone I thought of.
Fair enough.
So, we're going to Yellowstone.
Okay.
We are, I guess, it feels like we're a bunch of bodyguards, but I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, all right. Are you into some serious shit, or
Kinda.
do you need me to phone a friend?
I don't think that would work. I am fairly certain we're the only ones allowed to go.
All right, hold on one second. And you kind of hear her mumble something, and then you feel something tickle at your ear. And you look at the phone. Nothing's there, but there are a couple of baby spiders. And you do feel this weird crawly sensation in your hair.
If these spiders can understand me, get off.
We're not here for you, man.
If you're not here for me, then get the fuck off.
We're here for Penny, dude. Cha. Yeah.
All right, Colin's gonna.
We're here for Penny.
I'm gonna try not to have a nosebleed
Yeah.
when I finish this fucking phone call with my surfer spiders.
Do I see like little spirit spiders crawling around on Colin?
You look at the back of his head, you can definitely see spirits.
How do you guys itch your spiders?
It's all in your head, Colin.
Penny, are you done talking to someone? Because now you're starting to send your friends over to me, and it's getting really fucking skeevy.
I'm back. I was talking to them. They're gonna go with you.
So I traded out a snake for spiders.
Yeah.
Neat.
About 12 of them. It's fine.
I didn't need a count. Is there anything else?
No, that should help. I will make sure to inform the Sept. I will also inform you that's not the full count. Click.
I will just say as I turn and look at the Theurge, I cannot remember. Walks with Shadows. Or Talks with Shadows, my mistake. Sorry if you don't like Weaver spirits. I didn't know she would be sending them directly through the phone line. Also, and this is just as I'm walking out of her cabin, giving her like a salute. Why the fuck are they called glasswalkers if spiders can't even climb glass? It's a sheer fucking surf. And just bitching as I walk out the cabin.
And she goes, safe travels.
Thank you. What time is your person you're leaving? Hurts. Hard.
Later tonight, around 7 or 8 o'clock.
Thank you. Is there any specific place we should meet up with them?
You can meet up with them in front of... Oh no, can't send you that way because 2 people have died that way. So...
Or is that exactly the way we should be going?
She kind of looks at you all and it's like, y'all are strong. I think it would be the best way since they are expecting people to travel that path. So Rattlesnake Mountain.
Right.
Yeah, they named it appropriately.
All right, let's go.
Yep.
And strike a little.
Jonathan-
What? Oh,
Jonathan is being really quiet. He's a little skeeved out. You know, you can notice he's scratching at his neck a little bit.
and what time is it currently? Is it still early?
It's fairly early. Y'all got an early start on this. So it's about 1.
I'm going to take the opportunity to do some meditation while we're kind of planning everything. Just kind of like, taking a series of deep breaths, getting kind of in tune with Gaia before everything that happens tonight. And then...
Trying to regain gnosis. I get it.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, if you just don't have any gnosis, you don't have to worry about regaining it.
That's true. Olivia, I want to point out your stomach still pains you. It still hurts. It's like the worst form of indigestion.
And maybe we should get some rest before tonight. So we were ready.
All right, then I have to clarify some shit, because otherwise I'm going to be very confused for the next few minutes. Are we allowed to just stay here? Or do we have to go back to the Sept and then come back?
I thought it sounds like we're meeting up with the courier whose name escapes me.
Chelsea.
On Rattlesnake Mountain. So probably at the trailhead. Around 7 to 8 p.m. I mean, we don't have to go back to the cairn exactly, but...
Is Blaze done with his meditation?
Yeah.
He's still in the middle of it.
I mean, it's like a series of breaths. It's just kind of one of those while we're waiting or while we're trying to figure out exactly what the plan is. He's just kind of there breathing, just sort of like taking everything in.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, Blaze?
Already here.
So just, if we're allowed to rest here, then.
You hear from the door, I don't have enough beds for all of you.
I'll call back. Outside is fine for me.
Don't mess with the fence.
So I guess we're just gonna kill time till we can head that way.
Unless anyone has anything specific they think we should do.
This is the storyteller saying, is there anything you would like to do? Like a bad decision or anything like that before we start to transition to something else?
See, I was going. My whole plan this entire week. Well, or rather, my whole plan since I took this gift, as I was going to use Sight from Beyond, try to get some idea of what we're going to face tonight. Who knows how well that's going to work with our luck totem?
It's a good way to test out how that band works.
Very good point.
Get to see how things are hazy or like hard to identify.
All right.
So I will find a comfortable spot to plop my ass down on the ground.
I honestly thought you guys were going to go back to the car.
Or I can go back to the car and just kind of...
That would be a perfect place for everyone to zonk out and try and rest.
I will stretch myself out in the back seat.
And I'll curl up in the back of the car like I used to.
Don't even lean the passenger seat back, just conk out.
Yep. All right, Olivia, make your roll.
All right, so it's wits and occult.
Yep. And you do get to re-roll 10s. But your difficulty now in making predictions is now a 9.
Not bad, not bad. That's under... If one... Oh. 9 and a 1, so they cancel each other out. So I'm gonna... So I have 2 10s, so I'm gonna re-roll both of those. By a total of 3 successes.
All right.
After I re-rolled my 10s.
All right. Very interesting. So you pulled the tower. Then your vision kind of blurs and it seems like you pulled the tower again. And your vision kind of goes hazy and then you got a 9 of cups upside down. So tower, cups.
Tower, cups, 9. You said one of them was inverted?
Yeah.
Excuse me while I Google things.
Dude, this is me being completely and totally like an idiot when it comes to this. Are there supposed to be 2 of those in a deck?
No.
Well, balls.
In the process of while Beth is Googling, Eyes of the Creek, they're all asleep.
I'm going to have the sensation of a paw on the same right foot that I always used to try to get Colin's attention on. Just the heavy, heavy sigh in his ear. Hope. Strong. I'm going to give the sensation of a body resting on top of Plays and just that heavy wolf snort kind of sigh. Sorry. And then just the sensation of a wet nose on Olivia's hand that she uses for mother's touch.
Olivia's extra creeped out because she's like, that's weird. These cards are very weird.
At the sensation while he's asleep, he just sort of instinctually sort of like leans into it, like still kind of like out of it. But then just stays asleep.
Oddly comforting. Oddly saddening.
And the tower, was that upright?
The towers were both upright. The cups were inverted.
So chaos, change, upheaval. And then inner happiness and material. What? She's just really confused. You just see her staring at the cards like.
And I think with terrible decisions and dream notices, I think we're going to take our break a little early. We usually take it really late, so we're going to take it early this time so that we can have a proper amount of time for me to murder every fucking one of you.
Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. I've always been the hunter, nothing on my tail. But there was something in you I knew could make that change. To capture a predator, you can't remain the prey. You have to become an equal in every way. So look in the mirror and tell me, who do you see? Is it still you? Or is it me? Become the beast. We don't have to hide. Do I terrify you? Or do you feel alive? burrow within. So embrace the darkness, and I will help you see that you can be limitless and fearless if you follow me. We are the lions in the world of lies. We are the predators, the hunters, the hunters, the hunters. Become the beast. We don't have to hide. Do I terrify you? Do you feel alive? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive? Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin and burrow within, and burrow within. Splinters of my soul cut through your skin to burrow within. Do you burrow within? Do you feel the hunger? Does it howl inside? Does it terrify you? Or do you feel alive?
And we're back. So our lovely pack has finished their nap. Jonathan has probably driven you all to where the trail starts. It's a little bit further back home. And after that, he proceeds to look at all of you and go, I can't come.
Wrong.
It's too much right now. I'd be more of a problem.
Oh, you're saying you can't come.
Shit.
So you're just going to be, what, chilling with your car?
I'll wait. I'm sure Penny will alert you and then alert me if something terrible is going on, and I will meet up.
All right.
Right.
Plays would hop kind of like over the back seat and then like past like pretty much like, you know how dogs will do, like they'll jump over the seats and they'll go up to like the front seat. But like as he's doing that, he just sort of like looks at Jonathan, just gives him like a nod, and then he'll jump out after Colin in the like from the front door.
As I'm getting out, I'm gonna say to the spiders crawling all over me, at the very least, can you all stay hidden? If you can smell the snake, it was kind of obvious, but I don't know how well anything in this area is gonna react to a bunch of, what are you guys called again? Weaver spirits?
Cha.
Can we hear them, or is it just him?
Just him.
You just see me talking to apps. Well, actually, no. She might see him. I don't know.
Well, I did see him. I just didn't know if I could hear them. Talking to those spiders?
I think so. I'm not sure how much they're actually listening to me, though.
We're totally listening, man. Totally listening.
Yeah, they're listening.
It sounds like they've been smoking weed. That's what they sound like.
Ask them where they got it.
I know. I'm used to like the weird, faint, like breathy hissing that I've heard when Lou would talk to me. But this is. I'm so glad I was not born under a crescent moon. Fucking.
Yeah.
It's a little weird, but you get used to it.
You have so much fun.
No, I don't.
Oh yeah, man. Righteous. You hear different little voices.
And
I was
they're
like,
also
don't
much deeper
distract
than
him too much. We need him on point. Talk to the spirits. Ignore God.
I guess
It's all cool, kitty cat. You hear one of them just say, it's all cool. We're fine.
Just to let you know, nicknames like that, stereotypically from her tribe, are what get a lot of things injured. So be careful.
Oh no, that was your nickname, Short Stack.
I flick that one off.
Yay! I will
only
try and
one.
catch it and put him
It's a
back.
spirit. They're a lot tougher than you think.
Well,
I
don't
should
go
know,
around flicking it. It hurts. You want to go have someone just go pee to you?
Don't call me a kitty cat. It's not that difficult.
They called you. Okay.
This man has zero chill, my friends.
Colin
It's gonna
will
be big.
Colin will think for like half a second about frenzying and then just give up the idea and keep going.
I'm intrigued by this spider.
There's multiple. Which makes it worse.
You do feel a weird itch down your pant leg. Just a weird feeling, but we're moving on.
If any of you bite my junk, I will go and set myself on fire to get rid of you.
See, this is why I love this pack. Even in the face of danger and chaos, they're still fun to be around.
It's called defense mechanism storyteller.
Yep.
Coping
I
with the
know.
trauma.
I know. I love it. Well, I don't love trauma, but you know what I mean.
No, it's okay to be on your side of it, not our side. I get it.
We go to meet up with our rendezvous.
All right. You do see that she is standing under a street light. This girl looks to be about 15-ish. She has pigtails and she's wearing glasses. She has a backpack. She just seems to be waiting.
And I thought they would send someone a little bit more experienced.
Don't know what she's been through.
True enough. You, Chelsea?
And she does turn and she's like, "Oh, hi guys, I'm Chelsea." And you notice there's this big fucking scar on half of her face.
There it is.
Hi. Hi. It's nice to meet you. And she walks up and she shakes your hand with both of her hands.
Pleasure to meet you. We're going to be following you.
Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you. And she even kneels down and she gives Plays with Danger kind of this little bit of a bow. And she even reaches her hand out so that you could smell it. She's being very respectful to our lupus member.
I'll give her like a little bit of like a bow back, sniff her hand, and then like once she's, do I get any sort of sense that she's off?
No, she just seems weirdly eager.
I'll like just kind of like playfully like lick the tip of her finger, and then just like sit back, and then just, you know, ears up, tail starts wagging.
Yeah, she hops up. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. And she reaches into her backpack and she does this kind of weird spin twice as she's getting into her backpack. And she pulls out coffee grounds, used coffee grounds to give to Plays with Danger.
I am suspicious as hell about this. Plays, once again, is face first into that thing like Scarface, like Cocaine Mountain. It just like all up in his face.
I heard he liked old coffee grounds, so I brewed like 4 pots of coffee through that thing.
Where'd you hear that?
Spirits told me.
Yeah.
Okay, that tracks now.
Yeah, they can be gossips.
Storyteller, did we get her
Nice.
guru name if she has one?
You did not get her guru name. You just got Chelsea.
Which means we didn't get rank either then.
But you did get that she was a Philodox.
I will introduce myself and be like, I will be following in the Umbra. So, it'll be interesting.
The Emperor's fine.
Well, we're down a member, so.
Hey, Plays.
Hmm.
Can you be with her?
In Umbra?
Yes. You'll have an easier time getting to the Umbra than me, for one thing. Secondly, and I look over at Olivia, no offense, you're not allowed alone right now.
I doubt there will be any issues in the Umbra, but
I know, which is why I'm going to make sure by having Plays go with you.
And Chelsea's just, why can't she be trusted?
It's not a lack of trust. It's just a need for some supervision at the moment. She's fine, and she's a great help, but extenuating circumstances.
There's a bit of she kind of raises her head, and yeah, she's kind of sniffing. Mm.
I just kind of glare at Colin.
I'll Plays will kind of come up and then just sort of like lean against Olivia and then just kind of like look up at her as, giving her that sort of, it's fine.
I kind of pat his head and be like, all right, be careful. This kind of does even it out a little bit, I guess.
I'm pretty scrappy. And she holds the backpack, and you kind of see her rock a little bit on her heels a little bit, with this little bit of a smile.
Is there any way I could try and get a read on just how true she's being with that? Like, is it the usual kid confidence, or is there like some serious power behind that phrase?
Let's see.
If I scan around, do I see any spirits? Because she talked about talking to them. So I want to see if there's anyone in the area.
You can, Colin, you can make a perception plus empathy roll to see what kind of vibe you get off of her.
I have more dice for this all of a sudden. Wild.
Difficulty's going to be a 7.
Okay.
Olivia, you look around and you do see there's like this interesting little fish spirit that seems to be circling around her in the air.
After losing a success to a 1, I have 2 remaining.
All right. It seems legit.
All right.
Do I know anything about the nature of fish spirits?
Nature. It's funny because you find fish in nature.
Yes.
You can tell I'm on my A game tonight, chat.
I'm loving it.
Frick.
Yep. They tend to be well known. They tend to be intelligent. They do know secrets.
I kind of nod to the spirit, kind of acknowledge that I see it, and that, hey, being respectful here. But I'm going to keep an eye on her and it as we get ready to go. Right? Shall we get moving?
We're losing, I would say daylight, but starlight.
I kind of plop down my mirrored shades. All right. Time to shift to the Umbra.
Before we do all of that, I do want to look at the moon and get rage back. Because I'm paranoid now.
Okay. We seem to have a lot of paranoid people today. I don't know. It's like, someone threatened their lives or something before we went on break.
It could be something like that. It could just be me.
No, it's just a vibe. Just a vibe.
But then before Plays would attempt to jump over, he'd look at Colin and, call. Not far.
If I can remember in the moment.
And then I will attempt to cross over.
Go ahead and roll your gnosis. It's not a hard difficulty here. So it's not like a SEP, so it's more like a standard 6.
Okay.
Because my shades, I'm going to roll as well, and I'm just one less.
Yep.
So if I'm going with her, could I use her shades to assist me?
Sure.
If I kind of get the vibe that he's doing it, I'll wait until he's gone over, so he can look at the front of the mirrored shades.
3.
All right. 3 is a standard success. You get over.
I have 4.
Yep.
Going into the Umbra just makes them sort of like Cheshire Cat and just fade from view.
Yes.
Right? Like it's not like a crazy like portal opening or any shit like that.
Right.
It's weird, I think, especially for plays, because you already can't smell him unless he wants you to. So then it's literally like he's just gone.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I'm just imagining it's dusk. It's getting dark out. Olivia has mirrored shades on, and I think like that's like the last thing that pops over to the other side. You just see this floating pair of shades. It's like,
And I'm already like hard to fucking find in the dark as it is. So
Yep. All right. Chelsea looks at Colin, and there's just this kind of smile. You ready?
Couple things just because I am not the brightest bulb. Firstly, do you want me to follow behind you, just be with you? Any sort of strategy beyond just go with you?
And she thinks about it for a second. If we're gonna have the best chance of getting these whatever they are to come out, maybe it should appear like I'm walking alone, like the others.
I'll stick behind you then.
I will be the bait, if you will.
I'll be able to get to you kind of fast. And
if I have to come back over, I will. But can I say that I either grab something of Colin's so I can do right at the questing stone so we can follow them?
You have a ripped piece of his shirt already in your pocket.
Perfect.
it's not the same shirt he's wearing now, but it was still his shirt.
Yes. And yeah, she turns and she starts walking in decent pace.
I'll give her distance where I can still see her, but
Yeah.
I'm far off where if people looked around, they wouldn't immediately see me.
Yeah.
In association.
That makes sense. And we're going to start our journey off. Yes?
As I follow her, I'm going to activate Hare's Leap. So that way I can have it in case I need to jump
in there?
Yeah.
Yep. I gotcha. Understand. So while this is all going on, we're going to transition to Olivia and Plays with Danger in the Umbra. You walk just a few feet, and then you see a glowing wolf that comes up beside you.
Please, do you see eyes? I think that's eyes. Is it eyes?
Like, I'll look at it like straight on. Does it look like him?
It does, just glowy.
Translucent, even.
Mm-hmm. Maybe a little mixture of storm cloud.
Yes. And then Plays will move up to him and just sort of like instinctively go to sniff him.
Something you notice he doesn't smell.
I reach out. I'll reach out my hand tentatively to see if I can touch him.
You can't touch him.
So
Good to see
this is a thing for me. Since the last time, do like the shame marks show up as anything like in the Umbra side?
Your shame mark does glow.
Okay, because that would be like a noticeable difference. And the first thing he would say to him is, "I'm not a coward."
I've noticed. Come. And I'll move in front and whap him with my spectral tail in the face.
There is a bit of a feeling there.
I'll follow.
Olivia's just laughing. But as we start moving, I'm going to do right at the questing stone. Just the way I can have a sense of hopefully the direction that Colin is moving in. Since I'm assuming it's not easy to see through to the other side.
It's foggy. That's the thing, is the paths look a little weird.
All right. Just a standard roll. And I know I've done this before, and I can't remember what a standard roll is.
Well, standard difficulty is 6.
The system literally just says a standard roll. Doesn't tell me what to roll.
Yeah, I think we've been over this.
Standard is usually set at 6, and then ST determines.
No,
if
no,
anything's
she
different,
what
right?
is
No, like what is it she's supposed to roll?
yeah,
Yeah.
each type of ritual has a different attribute and rituals that is attached to. That's why.
Give me 1
See.
second.
Both in and out of game, I don't know that crescent moon shit, so it's fine.
The worst part is I've done this before, but I cannot for the life of me remember.
Just so
Fully
you know,
determined.
it takes upwards of 10 minutes to cast.
Oh. Specify that. I'm sorry.
Do you know what type it is? The rights chart's on 202.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, if you know the type, it tells you what you're supposed to roll and what the standard difficulty is.
We can wait on there, and I can use it if it becomes if we get lost. So it's a mystic, right?
Yep, it's wits plus ritual.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Yep.
We'll keep that in mind if we need it.
But yeah, you continue on, and this is interesting. On the umbral side, things are getting darker and more twistier. And there isn't a sense of taint, per se. I mean, there is a skill to detect worm taint, but it seems like there is something going on. And there's a ripple and the ground shakes. And it's way more pronounced on the umbral sides.
Like the shaking's a lot more pronounced.
Mm-hmm.
And then does that like ripple get like more intense, like with the shaking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Seems relatively quiet. You hear crickets chirping, odd silence on the umbral side.
I would
As-
imagine that's like especially weird for me because I don't go to the umbral or to the umbra that often. So be used to like the ambient sounds of nature.
Yep.
Definitely being
And,
cautious as we go.
Yep. And Olivia, you know that usually you hear some noises. Spirits are active and running around, so you tend to at least get some sounds.
Do I see any spirits at all moving about?
You don't see any. I'll give you that for free. Back on the meat side of things, Chelsea is continuing to walk. And she's kind of humming to herself. Yep. And
You're muted.
Shout out to the Benjamin. I will be just sort of, glancing and making sure nothing is sneaking up on her, probably honestly paying more attention to her surroundings than my own.
all right.
but like enough to where I'm not gonna like trip on a rock or something. But
All right, and it's weird silence. You walk for about 45 minutes. She turns slightly off the trail of rattlesnake, crosses over the road that's just over there past the mountain, and you see she's trekking right into Yellowstone,
exact
Good.
same.
getting into dense woods and trees. And all of a sudden, about an hour in, you start to get the sense there's a little bit of this weirdness, like you're being watched.
I'm gonna do my best to pretend not to notice.
Eyes of the Creek, you get that sense. Your senses seem to be magnified due to the state of you shirking the mortal coil. People
When the-
are,
Go ahead.
and Eyes of the Creek, you get the sense that you smell maybe not kin, but definitely a red Talon presence.
I'm going to invoke Grandfather Thunder. And try to illuminate myself with just little streaks of lightning that take up my form, and I'll move ahead without telling them, just in the direction of the scent.
Mm-hmm.
I'll follow carefully and cautiously, but leave some distance between us because
Mm-hmm.
I trust Dice.
I'm moving along with her. As we're moving, I'm going to try to keep a sort of eye out for if anything. So, like, nothing's like sneaking up on us. Like,
Okay.
focusing kind of on where we're going, but also making sure to sort of keep that eye out because, you know, especially with everything getting dark and fucky wucky, then, you know, he would be especially like wary, I think.
Mm-hmm. It makes sense. Perception plus alertness.
And then for this, would my specialty?
Yes, your specialty would count. Difficulty is an 8. You are not used to the Umbra.
But I am in lupus, so perception difficulty goes down by 2.
Yep.
So 6. You said perception, alertness?
Yes.
So it's 4, 7. So 7 dice at difficulty 6. Five.
All right. You look. There are 2 people following behind you.
Can I tell anything about them? Like how far away they are? If it looks like they're trying to be sneaky?
They seem to be trying to be sneaky. They are bigger individuals than you expect. One of them smells slightly familiar. And at this moment, on the other side, a spear is thrown directly at Chelsea.
as soon as I would notice the 2, I would just say 2 to Olivia. Like as we're moving.
That spear does indeed connect. It strikes. Eyes. From your in front position, you see 3 coming towards you in the Umbra.
I'll stop.
They see you. And
Lucas or Hamid?
You've got 2 Hypso and 1 Krynos.
I will
Red fur.
announce myself to them.
One howls back. But the other one doesn't wait. The other one's going straight in to try and attack.
Do we hear the howl?
You do.
As soon as I hear the howl, I would shift to I'm blanking right now.
Hypso?
To Hispo, and immediately face the 2 coming up behind us.
I would
Alright.
join suit. To hit spell.
All right, hold on 1 second. Something happens. I'm trying to find it real quick. I mean, we should know it pretty well. It's something that Plays with Danger uses fairly often.
Oh no.
Deja vu.
I don't want to be covered in bugs again.
Well,
You won't.
nothing's touched us yet.
Okay.
I'm just getting prepared. Maddox. On the other side, yes, you see Chelsea get struck with this spear in her shoulder. And then you see her covered in honey.
I'd recognize that one, I'm assuming.
Yep.
May I do something in response?
Of course.
Spend a rage to go Krynos, and then I'm going to horizontal jump to get over to her.
Okay.
And if you need me to make any rolls, I will do so.
You're going to triple your distance, right? I don't
Mhm.
think that's hard to deal with.
Excellent. And, well, if I can get there...
When you get there, you look and you see there are 3 Kranos Garu coming in.
Okay.
All right. So we have 5 on the Umbra side, 3 on in the meat space side. Making sure I put notes in because I already had them pre-roll initiative. They're just now getting to see what's going on. All right, so the first thing we have is the red Talon Arun is going to come in and is trying to strike at our lovely Eyes of the Creek. But since Eyes of the Creek is not physical, he's going to pass right through. If you would like to do something, you can.
I'm going to ask why. Why this?
And there's confusion. Tired of all the fighting. And it goes to try and strike again, but obviously it can't. It used its action. One of the red talons coming up from behind sees that Plays with Danger noticed and is going to come up to striking distance. It's going to try and bite and claw. But we will get to that in a second. Maddox, you hear a roar of frustration. They weren't expecting others.
Okay. I can work with that.
Yeah. This one seems a little thinner, less bulky, as it tries to back up and let its brethren through. It's not exactly going to attack. Plays with Danger. It's your go.
Yeah, I'm gonna strike out at it. Is the one that's close to me the one that seems familiar?
No. It seems like the one that's further back. It appears to be female.
I mean, I would imagine it's safe to assume that the only female red talon that I would have been aware of would have been the one that we found.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was it? Falling Skies?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to lash out at the one that's trying to attack me.
All right.
So I'm assuming that's going to be Dex Brawl.
You're going to do a body slam? Or bite? Or
oh,
what?
no, I'm going for bite.
Okay. All right. That's a difficulty 5. Dex plus Brawl. We'll see how lucky you are today.
I just want to make sure that I have my numbers correct.
It's no problem.
Uh,
This is some serious business.
yeah, okay. So I got 6 successes.
Ooh, that's really good.
I rolled a 4, 2 5s, a 7, an 8, a 9, and a 10.
That's nice. That's nice. All right. And it's Hispo, so it's strength plus 2 for the damage.
And that's the number of dice I roll?
Yep.
So strength plus 2. So that is 7 dice.
Werewolves. Absolute monsters in combat.
Yeah, it's one thing that seems to be a nice universal constant.
And then I get plus 1 to damage. Is that to the roll or to the result?
We can do it to the roll.
So roll 1 extra then?
Yeah.
And then what was the difficulty?
It's 5.
Oh, yeah, that's 8 then.
All right.
Soak that, bitches.
Yeah.
And this person is indeed going to try and soak. All right. We shall now proceed to Colin.
Cool. How much of my turn would it take up to remove that spear?
You could probably still get an attack off.
Okay. Then I'm going to, as quickly as I can, just say, grit your teeth and take it out. She'll transform if it hurts badly enough.
Yeah. There is definitely a fuck
Is it
as it
silver?
comes out. It is silver.
Oh, excellent. Then I'm going to trade it to my right hand and throw it back.
Woo! This is fun.
And then I'm also going to spend 2 points of rage to get extra attacks so I can run up on those bitches with my claws.
Oh, gosh. All right. All right.
The player is so happy that he finally gets to do his auspice's goddamn job.
Oh, trust me, the other pack members are happy too.
The character has been fighting me every step of the goddamn way, even though combat's one of the coolest things about this game. Anyways.
All right. So we got strength plus, let's see. Firearms doesn't affect to here. So let's go strength plus athletics. Because I was like, melee? Yeah. We're throwing a spear.
All right. Strength athletics. Total of 9 dice.
Yeah.
Difficulty, by the way?
The difficulty is going to be... Hold on, I've got it somewhere. I have a combat basics sheet that I made for fun.
I get why people call this the Morocco of Death. This is intimidating.
Yeah. We're going to go for a 6.
Okay. Holy crap. Sorry, give me a second. I gotta count.
Wow.
With a couple of 10s, that's 9 successes.
Wow.
Yikes. I have never rolled that well at this stream. Damn.
That's amazing. I guess Trouser Snake was good for you.
True shit. You know what they say, luck be a snake.
I love it. I love it. All right, so go ahead and give me a strength plus 2 on this spear because it's not playing around. With how many dice that was, that's going to be... Whew.
Yeah. And then is the damage difficulty any different? Or is it still 6?
It's still 6.
Okay, so... that's gonna be 5.
All right. Yep, they taught that spear throws. You stab it right into that lanky one that was throwing it. So you actually threw it back.
And then what attacks will I need to go for the other 2? Because I'm doing the spear and then claw.
Yeah, so spear, and you're going to run up, and you do see this other one. Are you going for that same one, or are you going to try and go after?
I'm trying to spread the love, you know.
Okay, so you're going after one of the other ones. This one's big and beefy. You pretty sure this is probably an Arun Red Talon.
Okay.
So go ahead, go for your claws. Rated E for everyone. I love it. By the way, that Ragabash is hurting.
This time it's 10 dice. What's my difficulty, storyteller?
It's on your sheets, but I'll look it up for you. But yeah, it's Dex plus Brawl. It's difficulty 6.
Difficulty 6. Okay. 3 successes.
All right,
On
and
10
so
dice. Somehow.
that's still a complete success.
Oh, cool.
So strength plus 2. And you're in Krynos, so combat machines. I love this. You know, I talk about in Werewolf that combat's not my favorite part because I'm really big on the role play and the struggle that's real for Geru. But there's something about taking your claws and wrapping it around someone's fucking sternum and then showing it to them.
All right. This time it's only 4.
Okay. So that's aggravated damage. They are going to try and soak that crap. All right. And now we are to Eyes of the Creek in actual initiative order. Are you still trying to talk to these people?
Yeah, actually, because the other two, they're still in their Hispo form?
Yeah, and one did stop and howl back.
Yeah. So I'm going to howl the fact that I am a descendant of Howls for Grandfather Thunder and Adran Galliard of our tribe. And then just look up at the Krynos again. It's not right. It's not our way.
All right.
Together strong.
The Krynos starts to move forward to ignore you. One of the Hispo wolves comes up beside you. And it's very much no together anymore. Never been together.
That not their fault. That ours. And I will spend the rage point to shift into Krynos. And if I can, I will keep that Krynos here.
Go ahead and roll a grapple for me, because it sounds like you were just trying to keep it there and keep it away from your pack.
Be strength and brawl.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of funny how Ghost Eyes of the Creek can touch things, but can't be touched. It's very interesting.
Gaia works in mysterious ways. Who am I to judge?
Mhm.
Wow. Yeah, this is a big difference from the last episode I was in. I have 4 10s. Total of 7 successes out of 10 dice.
You're going to be able to keep him there. I only got a couple of successes. I'm trying to shake you off. After that, it's Olivia's turn.
So I'm going to start, and Plays was fighting with one of them, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to actually use one of my gifts, Callie's Tongue, excuse me. And I'm going to use that on the wolf that Plays is fighting.
All right. Let me pull that up.
It is a manipulation medicine. I should have taken medicine and not alertness. And the difficulty is equal to the target's rage or willpower -3, whichever is lower.
All right, and you're going after the one that plays is attacking. All right, that is going to be their willpower, which their willpower is a 6.
And that's -3?
No, it would be a 3. If we're minusing 3 off that.
Yeah, because the difficulty is either the target's rage or willpower -3, whichever one is lower.
Yeah. Oh. Then yeah, it's going to be the willpower -3, so it's 3.
And I have 3 successes, so they cannot heal damage by any means for the next 3 turns.
Okay.
Does that include soaking, perchance?
It says
Or is it
including gifts like Mother's Touch, so I'm assuming that includes soaking. That's the way I would read that.
I'm assuming that was like most of my actions, but can I get an attack in still, or can I just back up?
You can just back up.
Okay.
Rituals take time, and you got to.
I figured. That's why I'm like,
It's kind of like spells in D&D. You can get a spell in, or if you
never know. I'm gonna always ask and hope. But I am just gonna back up and just kind of try and stay mindful of who's around me.
Yeah.
And prepared in case someone comes after me.
I gotcha. And someone is going to come after you. Gonna be fun.
Fun.
All right. Falling Skies is going to be probably after. Trying to find exactly what she's going to do.
Leave me alone because I never did anything wrong to her.
I was about to say, well, we definitely should have seen this coming.
Okay, she does make her success. And she is doing a very similar gift that Colin did. It's called Predator's Leap.
Yeah,
And-
because dancers have to be extra as hell.
And yep, it's going to go right into your face. So they are in fact spending a rage to go ahead and take some swipey swipes at you. It's gonna happen. It's the way it works. Not even the
Okay.
wizard gets out of combat. All right, that is 4 successes. The claw. And strength is always fun. That is going to be 4 health levels of damage if you take it all.
Can I soak?
You can roll your stamina.
Oh boy.
And it's aggravated.
Yeah, I was about to say, what form are you in?
I'm in Hispo.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Oh yeah, I need to roll that stamina, not others.
Yeah.
Thank God. That's slightly more dice. Standard difficulty?
Yes.
Or okay. In that case, it is 4 successes.
All right. So you soak it all. Good job. All
I
right.
rolled one too many, two less dice anyway. So that worked out well in my favor.
All
I'm not
right.
nervous at all.
Now we're going to hop back to meet space time, and a red Talon Arun is going to be very pissed offly clawing at Colin here.
Bring it on, bitch.
I love how confident he is now.
Yeah. Sometimes all it takes is to just be, trouser snaked.
I was going to say, someone finally flipped the on switch for the murder machine.
All right. That's 8 successes on the attack.
Cool. Is it a bite, a claw? What's his angle?
It's a claw.
Okay.
He's going claw. All right, and strength. Ugh. That's five health levels.
All right. I will attempt to soak that because ow. What's my difficulty again?
I believe it's 6.
Ooh, and I have a specialization of resilience, so I can reroll this 10.
Yeah.
I soak 6 points of that.
Wow. That's amazing.
Despite the ferocious look, there's also a bit of like just a small flash of surprise from Colin because he was expecting that to hurt. And in fact, I'll even say as much. I'll look this bitch in the eye and say, "Wow, I expected that to hurt."
All right. Ragabash is trying to pull the spear out of itself.
Trying? It has to try? What a weakling.
It's stuck in there good, man. You threw that thing. It went for the fences. He does pull it out, and he does go to try and stab you. He's very hurt, though, so.
All right.
Let's see. It's still 3 successes. But he's not as strong. He's not as strong. We got 2 health levels of damage from Silver Spear.
Yeah, I can't soak that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I'm marking X's all the way into hurt, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Ag, you can't just immediately heal, I'm assuming.
Right. That's the problem with aggravated damage, Fang and Claw.
True enough.
All right. On the Umbral side, Eyes of the Creek is struggling with keeping a red Talon, Arun, away from his friends. And he hears a shame you aren't still alive, as the Hispo that he was talking to moves out of the way and starts going after your friends. So coming in to take a lovely bite out of Blaze of Danger, since Blaze is facing the other way. Four successes there. Blaze, this is 6 health levels.
So I'm definitely going to try to soak.
That much is certain. And this guy is coming up and he's trying to bite your haunch, basically.
And it's, you said it was stamina?
Yeah, you roll your stamina. You got stamina, right? You got 3 stamina, and you're in your hipspo.
I'm in Hispo, so I have 6.
Yeah, you got it. I have faith.
4. So I'm gonna take 2.
Okay.
So this is fairly new to me. How does damage work with this?
So you see the health bar? You're going to fill in X's. So bruised, hurt.
Okay. So if it was like bashing or whatever, it would be like a slash, but since it's aggravated, it's X's.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's also instances where damage can rack up to make itself worse. So, like, you take some bashing, and then you take some lethal, and oh crap, suddenly you have an aggravated wound.
Yeah.
Okay.
That stuff does happen. But a lot of times with Werewolf, you're dealing mainly with aggravated and lethals.
Yeah, because anything less than aggravated, we can heal back, so...
Yeah. So yeah, you get a nice chompy chomp on your haunchy haunch. Plays with danger.
Awesome.
All right, now we're getting up to Chelsea's turn. Chelsea is shifting, and honestly, Maddox, Colin, if you were looking back, you'd be surprised at how big this lady's getting.
I'm a bit focused, but I will think about it in post.
Yeah, and she is running up, despite being covered in honey and bugs. And you do see her go to pounce on the Ragabash that is still causing problems.
He did stab me.
Yep. And her.
And her, yeah. Yeah, she has more reason to attack him than me, honestly.
Yeah. And he's pretty hurt. So
I can imagine why.
Yeah.
That's why Garou should never use silver weapons. It's a stupid way to get yourself into a lot of trouble.
Yeah. And you see her, and you see the lead. Massive black wolf here. With like some brown splotches on like the ears and on the face, and you can still see that claw mark even in.
Cool.
Yeah. And she is just ripping this guy apart. You see the claws sink in, and she basically rips the rib cage.
All right, that's 1 down.
Yep, that is 1 down. He was pretty fucking hurt.
Still, that's 1 down.
Yeah.
Which is 1 less than what was here previously. I am totally on board with that.
Yeah.
We'll see if it lasts.
Right, yeah. And now we've got the Theurge that's on your side, Maddox. And they are running up, and they're going to grab some of you. They're coming to get some.
They're trying to grapple me?
Not grapple you, but they're it's a claw, but it seems like they're trying to grab more your fur than actually do damage to you.
They're doing a get a hold move to fuck me up later. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. If this idiot wants to tussle with me, that's his choice. I was fighting the Arun because I knew it would be the most difficult.
Mm-hmm. And the grip happens. You only got 2 successes.
So just like grabs onto the front
Yeah.
of my shoulder or something.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
If that's what he truly feels is the best solution.
And then we're back to the top where we have Plays with Dangers combat buddy. Oh wait, Plays with Dangers has 2 combat buddies now.
So, did I get skipped in there somewhere?
No, you went. You bit.
So all of this has happened off of
Yes.
the one. Okay.
Yes, you're now figuring it out. You are fighting 1, 2, 3,
There's a
4,
lot.
5, 6,
Okay.
7 red talons at once.
Okay.
Yeah, life's a bitch.
Since 1 got tore up, we're down to 6 or 7. The
7's
Now,
what you're at now.
It was 8.
oh boy,
Yep.
Yep.
This is giving my people a bad name, just so you're aware.
And
Right, this. Nothing else they've done. This is what gives the Red Talons a bad name.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Spoken like a true. Never mind.
oh, I love y'all. Ice of the Creek is the best red talon I've ever seen.
It was.
he's our red talon.
I never once ate a human in front of you.
Nope.
In front of. You see?
Hey, that's good with me.
I didn't know you up until this chronicle started, so as far as I'm concerned, you're like 100%. You know, 1 for 1 is still 100.
All right. We've got 4 health levels of damage coming your way. Plays with Danger.
Duh. It's still 5.
Well, difficulty 6.
6. Okay. I mean, it's still the same. So I got 4.
Okay, you soak it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So you feel the pain and then whomp. And now we get to some interesting things that are going on. Meet Space World. All right. I'll come back to that. And now, I believe we've got one more buddy. It's trying to deal with our. This one's dumb.
There's always one.
It's still trying to go after Eyes of the Creek, even though things have passed right fucking through him.
There is always at least one.
The swipe doesn't work. Doesn't work. That's a little confusing. Plays with Danger, it's your go.
So I am going to, if I want to activate a gift and to attack, I need to spend a rage, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so first off, before I do that, I want to try to heal one of the 2 ag.
Yep. It's stamina based.
Which puts me at 6. And I need to get at least one of them over, or 8 or over.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
You heal. See? Healing is fun.
Now here's my question. Does that completely get rid of it? Or does it go from like aggravated to something lesser?
I thought it completely got rid of it, but okay, Ravenos gave me the nod of approval from a werewolf storyteller. That's enough for me.
But I was also reminded that I can't spend a rage and a gnosis in the same.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Because I'll just spend the rage.
Okay.
And
2 attacks, and this
Yeah.
person can't heal.
yeah. And so I'm just that's strength brawl again.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Do your thing.
Fine.
It's weird that we're actually doing things this time around. Most of this series has been us floundering around like fucking lost puppies.
Us doing a whole lot of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Getting into trouble.
And then difficulty on this,
What are you doing?
biting.
You
The
did
first
fine.
attack, biting.
Okay. Just so you know, it's on your sheet.
Is it really?
Dex plus brawl equals 5 difficulty.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the brawling
making
chart
me-
is so good.
Making
I
me
am
read
so-
this every single time.
I am so sorry. I've completely missed that because they don't tend to fight a whole lot.
It's okay.
Sweet. So that is 5.
That's how many dice you got?
No, that's how many successes I got.
Oh.
Oh, and I need to roll one more because of the difficulty thing. Doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
So
strength.
5.
Strength plus 1. For your damage. And this person can't heal, so we'll see how that works.
Strength plus 1. So that gets me at 6. Oh, and so it's strength plus 1 base, but then do I get another one or do I just add 1 to the damage? Because I'm in Hispo.
Let me see, I've got my combat basics chart.
Yeah, it says plus 1
Strength-
die to bite damage.
Strength plus 2.
Okay,
That's
so
what
I'm
it is
rolling
for
7.
Hispo.
And is this the same thing, difficulty 5
Mhm.
for the damage for this? 6.
Okay. That's 6 points of damage that they cannot heal. That's pretty rough.
It's a sizable goddamn hit.
Is it still moving?
It is, but it's crippled.
I am going to turn my attention to the one who just bit me on the ass and try to bite him back.
Okay. Go for it.
I have the wrong thing up. I'm an idiot. Dex plus brawl. Sorry, switch phone. System.
It's funny, biting is the least common attack I see used in most werewolf things.
I know,
5.
right?
And it's one of the easiest attacks to do.
Yep.
Like, yeah, sometimes you're fighting worm shit that doesn't taste good, but it's better it's dead than tasting bad. Come on.
Yeah.
So
Alright.
5 successes.
Okay. Go ahead. Strength plus 1. Well, you also got to worry about the worm taint.
You also gotta worry about the worm taint.
5.
Okay. This one can still soak. Right, it does soak. You smack it, and you smack it good, but yeah, you see it stitch back together. All right, Colin, it's your go.
So, first, oh wait, no, I can't heal it. That's silver. What the fuck am I talking
Yeah.
about? Okay, Colin's going to get really annoyed at the fact that this thing grabbed him and didn't hurt him. Because it's like the indignity of it. So I'm going to spend a rage, not for an extra attack.
The audacity of this fucker.
Yeah,
The audacity.
in an alternate universe, I hear the phrase "the temerity," and I'm going to slash at this theurge with my claws, and then depending on if it hits, something else is going to happen.
Oh, I see what you're gonna do. I think I know. I think I got a feeling.
So it's strength plus brawl.
Yeah.
What's my difficulty?
It's on your sheet.
Right. Why do I keep asking you when it's here with me? Difficulty 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 6.
Wow. All right, and go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay. Strength plus 2. Okay.
Yeah, basically, if you at least get 2 successes, you're most likely going to hit your peeps, whatever you're trying to hit. So.
All right. That's gonna be. Damn, 6 potential damage again. Also, because hardy, I believe it's a -2 after my claws break off and embed themselves in their chest.
Yeah.
Actually, here, I have the gift page number written down for exactly such a thing.
172.
171. Oh, okay. Well, close enough. So yeah, right. The next successful claw attack the character makes buries her claws into the victim where they stick after
Suffer
breaking
+2 difficult. Yeah, to all
plus 2
actions.
difficulty to all actions, and my claws. Let's say it's on my right hand.
They take
they
a full
will-
turn.
Yeah, they'll take a turn. So I currently only have my left claws, as the other ones broke off into this asshole.
Yep. I want to say how proud I am of Colin here. So proud. Yeah. Eyes of the
And-
Creek. Oh, what were you gonna do?
I was just going to ask, is it possible for me to howl?
Yeah.
Colin doesn't know any particular howls or anything like that. He didn't train very hard when paying attention to those classes. But the howl will communicate, hopefully across the Umbra, if they'll hear him, fuck shit up.
Okay. We can do that.
As close to that translation as possible.
Eyes of the Creek, you definitely hear this.
Yeah. I have other things to do here, so I'm hoping that I'm going to spend a rage point. I'm going to bite this guy's face off, and then I'm going to leap over and land on top of the one that bit into Plays with Danger.
Ooh, okay. Okay, so spending some rage.
Yep.
Gonna do 2 things at once.
Yep. I got 6 successes to bite the face.
Okay.
And then I got 5 successes to land and bite the other one.
Go ahead and roll those damage numbers up for me. For the biting of the face. At least.
6. Oh my goodness. I wish I could reroll these 10s. 2, 5, 7 damage.
Oh, that's good. That's that good. Why couldn't you?
That's
Yeah.
sexy. Love
Why
it.
couldn't you roll like that?
Yeah. No,
Sometimes
asking
death is in
myself-
the end.
the same thing.
Yeah. All right. That's a lot of damage.
Well, it's okay because now it balances out because Steve Perry remembered that I was at this game. So I would have had 4, but I have 2 1s. So I have 2 successes on the second bite.
Okay. Right, yeah. So you rip the Krynos' wolf's face off. He's not dead, but you definitely... it's a whole thing where he has to heal himself back up again. And you go for the leap. And Plays with Danger, you can look right into Eyes of the Creek's eyes as he comes down. And tries to get into this wolf, but he seems to have a bit of an issue. Trying to do the old Mac attack. He just barely misses to the side when he goes to bite. It's kind of like Thelma and Louise again. Olivia, it's
stay
your
away from
go.
the cliffs.
And I still have what's her name? Falling Skies?
Yep. Falling Skies is in your fucking face.
I've got to call her a bitch and go after her with my claws.
Yep, go for it.
So that is going to be Dex and Brawl. Dex is 4.
I like how it's 7 episodes in and I'm finally getting them to read their own sheets. This is a personal best.
You want me to go back to asking? I can totally do that.
Oh no.
Them is a lot of people that should not include me.
It doesn't include you. I don't think you ever asked.
I think the big parts on my sheet, the tiny small print ones, are hard to read.
The big parts.
I have 5 successes.
Okay, that's gonna hit.
And so claw, so strength plus 2. I like seeing the other forms because I actually have strength.
Yes, you have strength in this form.
Waha! So, 1. And the... my brain is not working there. Is there a difficulty level for when it comes to strength? Or the damage?
Well, it's strength. It's on your sheet.
Yep.
Again.
Strength
What
plus
attack-
2.
Yeah, if you're going claw, it's strength plus 2.
Yeah. Difficulty 6.
Yeah.
So I rolled my strength plus 2 more dice.
Yes.
Okay. What's a success? That's my brain's
6.
That's
six.
it.
Okay.
It says the difficulty right there on the same sheet.
Good.
I'm looking right at it now that I know where it is. Now
You
that I'm paying
just said-
attention to it.
And you were just talking about how you've got us to read our own sheets.
Can someone get the Theurge some like a glass of water? It's,
I'm not freaking out. I'm not
I'm,
I got
I'm
4.
worried about her.
Okay. Where is Manda? Manda's arm should just appear on the side of the screen to give you water.
Isn't Falling Skies a Theurge though? Like, isn't this a Theurge fight?
Yes, this is a Theurge on Theurge fight.
Oh my god! Establish dominance.
Can I do any?
You go for the claw, and you see the mark, but you see it heal. Just
I don't like you.
I don't like you either, worm tainted cunt.
Those are true words. You can't fight those.
I mean, you're not wrong. But you don't need to use that word. And how many? So I clawed her. Can I still fight her?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You didn't spend the rage for it.
Can I spend a rage to bite her?
No,
because
you can't do it after.
Well, she pissed me off. Okay.
I
That's
imagine
good.
you'll still be mad next round if you're alive.
Yeah, if I'm alive. That's the important part.
I mean, if you use any rage, you might get one back since you're that mad.
Actually,
That's up to Ravenna.
fair point, storyteller. I should ask because I'm just totally curious, actually. For those of us who have spent rage and then been damaged, any chance we get some of that rage back?
It hurts a lot, like in your case with some silver. Yeah,
I would have gotten some rage back from that.
yeah, just one.
I figured, but that's all
Yeah.
I wanted. I was just curious.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was like, no, you can't just do it every time something deals aggravated damage, but
No, you can't do it there. But if something smarmies you real good, I can make
that
some
silver definitely
allowance.
sucked.
It does suck. It does. All right. In the process of this, we've got Eyes of the Creek on top of a Red Talon Hispo. We've got Plays with Danger trying to mac on that same one. The other one that was behind, the one with the face ripped offness, is now coming in and gonna go strike Olivia in the back.
Crap.
That's 4 successes. And Arun's hit hard.
We're talking about the one that Eyes was fighting, not the one I crippled.
Right.
Okay. I was like, if he's getting back up, he ain't getting back up again.
No. That is 7 points of health damage from claws down your back.
So we have those lovely new pack abilities where like luck can kind of turn our way once per scene.
Mm-hmm.
How would I go about saying, hey, Lou, a little help with soaking this damage maybe so I don't die? Luck be a lady? I don't know.
Lou, you feel her there. There's a bit of a sense. Instead of, what was it, 7 health levels? It seems to be now it's 5.
I that's a little bit more manageable because I only have
There was
5.
a little slip in the process.
A lot more manageable with my 5 stamina.
And that's your use of that power for this scene. So this session, you can't do it again.
And standard difficulty because my brain's mush right now.
Stamina, yeah, it's 6.
Okay, so I have 2 successes.
So 3 aggravated health levels.
Thank you.
They're not
Ouch.
playing.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Yep. And the more the pain hits, the more the pain in the stomach becomes apparent. Just so you know.
Okay, so there's a chance I might be eating somebody today.
Yeah.
One thing at a time.
Yes, one thing at a time.
Well, if we do, I know exactly which fish I want it to be.
All right. Now, I believe we've got one other buddy before we get to Chelsea. And they are trying to snap at Plays with Danger. They're trying to take another bite. It is uncomfortable having Eyes of the Creek on top. It's confusing. You know, you're incorporeal, but suddenly you have weight. It's weird. All right, we got 3 health levels of damage. Plays. For you to soak.
I soak 4.
Okay, so you walk it off easy. All right, and now we get to Chelsea, which, Colin, you suddenly realize there's a weird silence. You heard her roar. You heard her rip the cage and the rib cage of this Ragabash. And suddenly there's nothing.
That's unsettling.
Yeah.
Cullen's going to try to remember that she's an Uktena, but that may not work.
No. It's very unsettling. And the Urge, which has a +2 difficulty. It
You
doesn't
can
work.
take the claws out. That'll be its turn, though.
Yeah. It's trying. It's trying to pull some fuckery, but It's just not working out. All right.
Yeah. As we saw in a previous turn, Theurge versus Arun is a scary thing.
All right. For the
Or the
sake
Theurge.
of expediency, and we're very close to 9:30 as it is. Yeah. The red talons seem to pull back. And when Colin gets a chance, there is suddenly an Eyes of the Creek standing in front of him, glowing in absolute radiance of storm clouds.
Did they take the crippled one, or is the crippled one left?
In fact, before they left, they killed the crippled one in front of you.
What happened with the one that I reached out to that looked like he listened?
There was a bit of confusion. He seemed to be reluctant to leave for a moment. And then he was kind of pushed onwards.
I will put my storm cloud of a clawed hand on Colin's Arun shape on his shoulder and just nod. And just let myself become the thunder and rain that starts to fall.
As soon as we're done and shift back over, Plays will, without saying anything to anyone, on all fours, shift to Hamid, and then all you can see, and it's immediately the first thing he does is he's shoving a finger down his throat and just starts vomiting. Having seen, people on the streets sometimes ingest things that aren't so great for them. It's just sort of like a reflexive, after everything that's happened with Olivia, it's the easiest way he knows to make himself vomit, just because he doesn't want to risk anything right now. And as soon as he's done retching, he'll shift back into Lupus. And he won't say anything to anyone. It's literally it's as close to a fluid set of events as it's literally he hops over and the first thing he does is vomit because he wants to get this out of his mouth because he doesn't know if it's tainted. He doesn't know. It's just he just wants the taste of them out of his mouth as much as possible.
You go ahead.
When I come over, do I see Chelsea?
Chelsea is still there. She nearly dropped her backpack. And she's covered in honey. But she's still holding the spear. That silver spear.
And does she look like she's really, really damaged?
She's covered in honey and she was stabbed by a silver spear.
I don't think Mother's
Touch can do silver. And there's just this kind of weird look on her face and it's well, let's keep going. But there's more important things, Maddox.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't say that it doesn't heal silver damage. That's weird.
You just can't hit yourself.
Yeah.
There's like a different one for that.
Yeah, I've got the one that'll heal me now, but so it just said it doesn't say anything about silver under Mother's touch, so I will go around. I don't trust that they're not going to come back, and I will use Mother's touch on everybody.
We can definitely deal with that. Let's get to the role play bits.
I'm just gonna sort of stand there, you know. I'm probably getting drenched and my fur is probably weighing a bit more now, but I'm just sort of standing looking up at the sky. Take a deep breath to, you know, smell the fresh ozone and all that stuff. And then I'm gonna blink, and suddenly this Krynos looks incredibly sheepish and confused as I'm gonna look down at the mark? The coward's mark?
You see that it's faded. It's not completely gone, but it is faded.
God damn it. And I'm just going to sort of smile like an idiot. And I'm not shifting down. There's no way in hell I'm shifting down right now. But yeah, Colin's sort of lost in his own musings.
Eyes of the Creek there. And as we get to the end of the episode, Eyes of the Creek, your form fades, much like the passing rain. And this is where we're going to end our session tonight. I love all of my players, and I was happy to have Ravnos here reprise his role as Ghost Eyes of the Creek.
Without him, we would have died.
Probably.
Yeah.
You had it under control.
And as per always, you all got your 3 points from me. So we shall go around the room. Unfortunately, Ravnos, the XP doesn't really matter for you, but you still get to share a point to your compatriots here. So why don't you go first?
Ooh, I would love to give it to Jonathan for his broodiness. I think came out in a new level, but I think I have to give it to Colin for the growth that his character has come through from the first episode to now.
Thanks. It's been an exhausting chronicle. I just hit mute in the middle of my sentence.
Is that the next stage up for Benning?
Yeah, you bend yourself.
Bend level 2.
Nah, it's just waiting for the day where you can self-censor yourself, so that way I don't look like such a dumb. Here, since I'm turning into a giant riffs track, I'll vote next if you'd like.
I was expecting it.
Honestly, I wish I could split my vote and give it to 2.
Who were you thinking?
I was thinking Plays and Olivia,
Mm-hmm.
which I know is technically both of the people I can vote for, but truly, I panicked a little when I realized that they were way more outnumbered. Was a little less freaked out when I out of game remembered, okay, we have the Philodox there, but Colin doesn't know what happened in the Umbra. So I'd like to give it to both of them because Plays, goddamn. Just the amount of 5s and 6s for your damage. You had very consistent damage.
Yeah, no, he's definitely a nice Plan B murder machine when Plan A murder machine
isn't around.
Doesn't want to work.
And then Olivia, just honestly, you held your own in a very tactical way compared to me, which was just a nice juxtaposition. Because for me, it was, nope, one track mind, spear out, you dead. Like, I had to just go with whatever was in front of me. So it was just nice to see that we have at least 2 tactical minds in our pack.
It's an attempt. Doesn't always work out, but I try.
All right. Go for it, Olivia.
I'm going to echo Ravnos and vote for Colin
Oh, shit.
because the shift from the beginning where he's just wary of everything to do with being a werewolf to now where he's like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck some shit up. It's been awesome.
Talking to your dead mom can help with a lot of grief.
I mean, fair.
No, that's fair. That's absolutely fair.
All right, plays with danger.
I'm gonna pull a Maddox here, and I'm gonna vote for both Olivia and Colin, just because I think that Olivia's done a lot to sort of try and sort of like redeem herself as much, I feel like, as she can, in the little that's happened since, like, jokes aside, I feel like she's kind of trying to do what she can. And especially in a situation where it's so easily to just not do that. I mean, we were clearly outnumbered and she was doing, like, holding her own, not necessarily as well as some, but I think, like, I mean, she still did a fucking great job to get to pose enough of a threat to keep everybody off of Plays with Danger. It wasn't just a whole fucking dog pile, pun intended. And then Colin, same thing everyone else has said, and I think I've said it before. It's just the seeing where the whole transition from Colin at the beginning to Colin now, and seeing him finally fucking embrace that Arun sort of murder machine mentality. And it's him kind of like stepping up and embracing it as opposed to just reluctantly sort of doing it when it, just he was fucking right there, fight. And I'm here for it. And then, of course, I'm going to honorary give one to Will because nobody said I couldn't. Because I missed having him around and getting to almost sort of have that sort of like closure moment for him where, he finally got to say something to Eyes of the Creek for the first time. Kind of like the thing that he wanted to say, I feel like, since he died, was he wanted to say it to him and just kind of didn't know how. So I know it doesn't count for anything, but I wanted to say it.
Well, you've convinced me. Everyone that's here gets a point, even though Eyes of the Creek can't really spend anything, but everyone gets a point.
This gets recycled into the XP like rebirth. It'll show up again somehow.
And as always, I'd like to thank my lovely fiance, Brock, aka DragonBane989. He is my Eurydice to my Orpheus, as per usual. And I want to thank our tech weenie, Shanky McStabber.
Thank you, Shanky.
And now I'm going to summon the spirit of the scheduler out of the ether.
Here it comes.
Oh, great spirit of the scheduler, please beseech us with the schedule.
Oh, I'm not
This
nearly
is
as good
totally not spirit fondling, I promise.
Yes, it is. You want to fondle me. I'm totally not as good of a spirit as Eyes of the Creek, but I'll do my best. I'll do what I can. Of course, come join us on our Discord. So we cast all of our shows from the Discord. And you get to hang out with us. We do weekly Zoom hangouts on Friday nights normally. We used to do them random nights, but it's become a Friday thing. That may change because LA by Night's starting back up and, people want to watch that. So we'll see. We do a monthly community game. I got to schedule out September's at this point. But yeah, come to the Discord, hang out with us. We got some great people. We've got one hell of a community. You want to catch our back content? Pop over to YouTube. You can see all the messed episodes for this stream, the Windy City, which is our vampire, the previously streamed Wraith, our Haunted Chronicles, and Call of Cthulhu. They are all back there on the back episodes. You can check that out. If you like what we're doing and you want to see some other good content out there, we've got a list of friends here. One of the people on that list you just watched is the ghost version of Eyes of the Creek, Ravnos Archon. Check out his channel. Give him a follow. He puts out some good stuff. If you like him as Eyes of the Creek, you should watch him storytell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. Matter of fact, there's been talk about whether he's going to be coming back to McStabber Studios to stream a second season of Mage over with us. So that should be interesting to see. We'll find out when the details get hashed out there. If you like supporting the channel, of course, give us a follow here on Twitch. Give us a subscribe. Subscriptions go to the channel. Bits and donations go to the player. So, if you want to give something to the players as a thank you for their good content and for all the effort they put in playing, bits and donations go to them. We got merchandise. We still don't have any for this game. Come on, somebody come up with some good suggestions. Actually, I think there was one, Red Rockets for Gaia. I think that shirt did get made. I don't think anyone's been brave enough to order it yet. But probably because nobody wants to be caught wearing that outside. But
I'm scared to buy your regular merch. I'm not getting that.
Yeah, I'm just pointing that out that it was done. For the schedule this week, tomorrow, if you like watching Timber Brad, tomorrow he's in You Will Destroy Something Beautiful here on McStabber Studios at 8 p.m. Eastern. You actually get to see the very first time myself, Shanky, is at a game table with his wife, Relyn, running the game. It's my very first being a player under her mercies, and I got to play with Timber Brad and Zim the Mattress. It is such a great damn... It's a short
It's so
game.
much fun.
Yeah, it's two. We play it twice back to back, and it takes about an hour and 45 minutes for both. But it's good, trust me. Some great shit. Such beautiful chaos. And then, of course, we don't have a Saturday stream this week. Tiss is on break this weekend. But Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern, we come back to Windy City after dark. We are here for our your boy Twitch Season 3 summary. So if you haven't been able to catch all of Season 3, your boy Twitch will be there doing it in character to do all the summary of our Season 3. And as always, he likes to slip spoilers in of the Season 4. And he answers questions from chat from time to time just to see what people do. It's some good stuff. And as we end all these streams, everybody, please, mental health, it's not a joke. It's not a laughing matter. Please take your mental health seriously and take mental health of others seriously. Check in on friends, check in on families, check in on loved ones, check in on the people around you and make sure they're okay, because a lot of them aren't. And sometimes all it takes is somebody reaching out a hand to be that lifeline they need to keep them off the edge. And if you do suffer from mental health issues like many of us do around here, please don't hesitate to reach out to those around you. Or if you can't, right now in chat, there's a list of numbers you can call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Or if you don't want to call, you can text them and somebody will be on the line to talk with you. And they do it without any judgment. They do it without any kind of, faulting you at all for it. They understand that we all have mental health issues and we need help. And if you're not in the U.S., there's a website even linked where you can plug in whatever country you happen to live in and find the support lines for your country, because everyone, it's a tough time and we're in this together. Okay. And finally, please get your damn COVID shots. Please. I don't want to keep going through lockdowns every couple months, and the winter is coming and that's when this shit's going to hit us hard. And if people aren't vaccinated, we're going to be right back to where we started from over the winter. And I just don't feel like dealing with it. I'm tired of it. Get your shots. If you don't do it for you, do it for the people around you. Jesus Christ, just get your shots and let's get this over with. Don't make the nurses come and get you, because they're the ones bearing the biggest brunt of this right now, nurses and doctors, because the ones that aren't getting the shot are filling up the hospitals again. And it's the nurses and doctors that have to put up with that. And it's tough. So I do thank you all for coming. And I thank Ravinia for not murdering everybody tonight. And this amazing cast of players. It's good to see Will back again, even if he is a ghost. And I thank you all for coming, and we will see you next week. Good night, everybody.
Have a good night.